Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear students. This is lesson 4 and this is the end of unit 5, Saudi Arabia and the World, King Faisal International Prizes. In this lesson we are going to read about some famous people. Look at the pictures, what is happening in the picture, so you have to discuss people or to speak about people who you see in the picture, or you will write also a paragraph about the famous people in Saudi Arabia, one of the famous people in Saudi Arabia. And first discuss the questions. What do people receive prizes for? Who can tell me the reasons? Okay, what do people prizes for? Maybe they did something good or for their achievements. Okay, what kind of people should receive them? Of course, they are people who participated in the development of their country and society. Do you think? Of course. Okay, so a man here is being presented with a prize, and as you can see in the picture, this is King Salman. Now read the text quickly without looking at the words in the box. See if you can understand it without them. The King Faisal International Prizes. The King Faisal Foundation is a huge humanitarian foundation which, in space 1, which of course here was set up by King Faisal's sons in 1976. It does a lot of charitable work, and one of its aims is to recognize and reward people who have worked hard to improve humanity and society. These are men and women whose contributions, the word foundation or humanitarian foundation here, this is a foundation or an establishment for helping human beings. Charitable work, it means that it's for charity. They don't take money, okay? Contributions means your participations make differences, make a positive difference. Prizes, we can think about any suitable word here. Prizes each year since, so we can say prizes have been given, for example, each year since 1979. They are presented by the King Faisal International Prizes. Here you can think about any possible answer to fill in the space. Prizes and go to outstanding people. Outstanding here means the famous people in a number of different areas of life. These prizes are for good work in the service of Islam, Islamic studies, Arabic language and literature, science and medicine. Money in the prizes, money maybe is given in the prizes, or you can say any possible answer, or money is accompanied or in the prizes, but they are not just money. The winners also receive a certificate and a gold medal. The certificate is special because it is handwritten in Diwani. It's handwritten in Diwani calligraphy. Calligraphy means good handwriting, Arabic handwriting, and the gold medals are also unique, as each one is presented, for example, or given in a different way. Of course, there is also great prestige in winning these prizes, so those who take these prizes are prestigious, and all of them to winners and all of them are presented to winners by the king, or are given to winners by the king of Saudi Arabia. So these are the possible answers, but of course, even if you read this passage without these 6 missing words, you can also understand it, because we are after the meaning of the whole context. Okay, so we have here are presented, are called, was set up, have been awarded, is made, is included. Now check your answers in pairs, write questions about the text. So number 1, which was set, Number 2 prizes have been awarded or have been given. They are called the King Faisal. Money is included. And number 5 is made. Number 6 are presented. When was the King Faisal Foundation set up? As we have read in the passage, it was set up in 1976. What are the prizes called? King Faisal International Prizes. I have already provided you in advance with listening tracks for Unit 5, and I have sent all of them to you on the WhatsApp groups we are dealing with. Look at the photograph. What do you think the boys are talking about? Here they are. What can you see in the picture? Two guys, two friends. Maybe they are having I think they are having lunch, because it's a daytime, as you can say, and they are having lunch with each other. Maybe they are discussing something personal, or they are speaking about business or their job or work or so on. So listen to two boys talking about money. So they were talking about money. Make notes and complete the table. After listening to track 28, you will fill in the spaces in this table. This is a dialogue between Musa and Nasser. Who spends money? What does Musa spend money on? Savings in the bank and future spending. So Musa spends money on food and a computer, but Nasser spends most of his money on books and food. Savings in a bank, only 100, but for Nasser it is 2,000. Future spending, he would like to spend his money on his family, and also Nasser would like to have a family in the future. And charity also. Check your answers and then in pairs discuss the questions. Which boy are you more like? As for me, I would go for Nasser. I think he's wiser in using his money than Musa. Now, question tags. This is a very simple piece of grammar. In the listening section, the boys said, "We are very lucky not to need money, aren't we?" This is a question tag. We use the question tag. It is not a real question, but we would like to have the agreement from the other listener. Okay, so here we use the auxiliary or the verb here, which is are. Here it is in the positive case. We change it into the negative case, and we use the pronoun. Okay, so we are, it will be changed into aren't we. Okay, looking after a family is a big responsibility. So the main verb here is. This is verb to be. So it will be isn't it. So it here refers to looking after a family. This whole sentence is the pronoun is it. And you would die if you didn't eat a lot, wouldn't you? Because here the apostrophe D is an abbreviation of would. So would in the positive form will be changed into wouldn't in the negative form, and it will be wouldn't you. Be careful with am. We say aren't I. Okay, because if you say I am lucky, I say aren't I. I don't say am not I, because we don't have amn't. It is aren't I. You didn't do your homework. So here didn't, this is the negative case. It will be changed into did you. She has been to Egypt. Hasn't. There's a mistake here. It's supposed to be she. Okay, hasn't she? They couldn't find the shop. Couldn't will be changed into yes. Very good, excellent. Could they? I don't look tired. So don't here will be do I. He would go without you. Wouldn't he? Because this is an apostrophe, or this apostrophe D is an abbreviation of would. It will be wouldn't he. We will have time. Won't we? Because Here we have the positive case of will. We change it into the negative case will be want. I am a teacher. Yes, as we have just said right now, it will be aren't I. Not, we don't say amn't or am not I. It will be aren't I. You play tennis. Yes, this verb is in the past, and as an auxiliary or as a verb in the past we use did, so it will be didn't you. Our teachers teach well. Yes, here we have do, okay, so it will be don't they. Ali plays football well, so Ali is singular. Here in the present simple it will be doesn't he. Doesn't, because didn't refers to or shows the past, don't refers to present with plural, and doesn't refers to present with singular. This is also track 29. Listen to these sentences and say if the intonation goes up or down. You know that this is intonation. We said it before. When we speak, sometimes the speech goes up or down. You didn't do your homework, did you? So this is falling. She hasn't been to Egypt. Has she? This is rising. They couldn't find a shop. Could they? This is falling. I don't look tired. Do I? This is rising. He wouldn't go without you. Would he? This is also rising. We wouldn't have time to do it. Will we? This is falling. But of course also this part is very important, which is how do you change the sentence into the question tag. Didn't, it will be did you. Hasn't, has she. Couldn't, could they. Don't, do I. Wouldn't, would he. And won't, will we. Why do they use the tag? What difference does it make to the sentence? We use question tags in different ways depending on intonation, depending on the way you speak up, if it is, or if you speak, if it is rising or falling. In these examples, intonation goes down. At the end of the sentence, we speak with this pattern. When we say something, we feel the listener will agree. It is not a real question asking for information, but if the intonation goes up, we are showing some surprise at the situation. So if it is falling down, means that the listener will agree, so it is not a real question. But if it is rising up, it means that you are surprised of something. Now practice saying the sentences with intonation going up and then down. Notice the difference and think of the difference in meaning. You can also start with a positive verb and end with a negative verb like you like biscuits, don't you? Now this is the last part of our lesson and maybe in our unit. Pairs write question tags using the following structures: present simple, past simple, present perfect, some modal verbs like will or can, the passive form, conditioner. Read them to each other and then to the class. Show surprise sometimes, but not always. Are you using the correct intonation for what you mean? Write a short dialogue about money or jobs between two people using the at least two question tags. You can use a negative verb first if you like. You have got a good job, haven't you? So, by the way, I asked you before to write in this unit. We have agreed upon writing only one paragraph in this unit, which is the job that you dream to have in the future, or your future job. Okay, and we want you to use also the different structure of grammar you have been taught in this unit. Okay. Asking for repetition, clarification, or further information. We can say when you don't understand something, when you are not sure that somebody means or what you need more information, discuss in pairs. Complete the columns on the table with repeat, clarify, and further information. So asking for repetition, clarification. The repetition means that you would like to repeat it again. clarification mean for illustration or explanation or for further information. So can you tell me a bit more about, so you can use all of these structures to ask for repetition, clarification, or further information. What exactly do you mean? Sorry, could you say that again? Can you give me more? What do you mean when you say, sorry, I didn't catch that? I didn't catch here means I didn't understand. So for further information, you can use these two structures. For clarification, use these two structures. And for repetition, use these two structures. Talk about the job you would like to do and ask for repetition, clarification, or further information using the language in the above or the box above. Thanks a lot also for listening to me and for paying attention. And this is the end of lesson 4, unit 5. This is the end of unit 5, and we wish to meet you again, inshallah, as soon as possible. Distance learning is still continuing, and we would like you to stay at home and enjoy your vacation, but don't go out of your homes. Okay, thank you very much. See you again, and see you as soon as possible, inshallah. It was Mr. Hatim with you. Thanks very much.